So just saw Chainsaw Man last night, the reze arc, and I thought this was probably a really good animated movie. Like I love the storyline, and I love Chainsaw Man. I just love his character arc. And this movie pretty much takes place after the events of season one, whereas Denji is kind of going in his way of being working for the public safety, and loving and falling with Makima until a new love interest Reze comes along, where he kind of starts to develop feelings for both Maki and Reze, and then events happen from where Reze turns from a love interest to the villain, and an all-out brawl essentially takes out in the second act of this movie, trying to get the heart of the Chainsaw Man. Now, for those who don't know, Chainsaw Man basically has the story of Denji, who works for the public safety. But before he became a public safety, it was almost enslaved working for the Yakuza. After his father died, he owed a substantial debt, and then so Denji found Pochita, which was a little demon, saved him, gave him some of his blood, and they became best friends. And they end up killing demons throughout, and getting money from the Yakuza to pay off his debts. The Yakuza then turns on Denji and Pochita and kills him. And Pochita, his little dog buddy, pretty much gives his life and heart to him, and becoming the Chainsaw Man. And now he has this chainsaw persona, but now everyone is trying to come for the Chainsaw Man because of the heart that he possesses, becoming this particular devil. So that's just a little backstory in case you didn't know about Chainsaw Man. But this story, the one thing that I think a lot of people are overlooking is that the strife that kind of Denji has come from. Like, he's come from an extremely hard background, like losing his father, like I think at age 7, and then having to pay his debt from the Yakuza. Like they didn't care that his dad was dead. Like he was next up on the line. So, and him and Pochita, when they came together, they were kindred spirits, even though they were still poor and they were basically surviving, scraping. I think a lot of people are overlooking that aspect of this storyline, and so he has a lot of trauma from that. And then he's only 16, but in this he meets Reze, and Reze pretty much has the exact same background as him in so many words. Like, they both come from traumatic childhoods, and they both are pretty much demons, or devils, if you will. And I just love the fight scenes in this movie, and how they also put everyone from the TV show. Makima comes in, and is like that big boss, and she lays down the law more towards the end of the movie. But I just love, like, the animation in this. I love Denji's character. Like, the dude is so funny. Like, one knock I can say is that the movie does have two parts. So, like, the first part is the more storyline between him kind of liking Makima and Reze, and going back and forth, trying to, like, kind of dating the two. And then you got the long story, like, the kind of drawn on a little bit. But then once that second act starts, it's on and popping. Like, ain't nothing but fight scenes. So but all in all, a solid movie. This movie only costs around like $8 million, $9 million to make, and it's already made $50 million, I believe, and it's gonna make it probably another $50 million in the States. So a lot of people are probably gonna go see this, and a lot of people will be going for the Pachito popcorn bucket. So I have the Chainsaw Man popcorn bucket, which I wore to the screening yesterday. So drop those comments. Let me know what you guys think of Chainsaw Man. And are you excited to see this movie? And will you be going to see this movie this weekend?